Welcome back to Heartbook Radio, where we dissect the beating heart of romance, one palpitating page at a time. And as always, I'm joined by the person who taught me that happily ever after is just a euphemism for mutually assured destruction of your social life.
That's right. Because nothing says romance like a restraining order and a shared Netflix account you can't cancel because they have all the good shows saved. But hey, at least we're not talking about my dating life today. We're talking about Sophie Sullivan's Get Lost With You, which, frankly, sounds like a threat.
Oh, it's not a threat. It's a promise of second chances, small-town charm, and a hero so sweet he'll give you a toothache just reading about him. We're talking cinnamon roll levels of sugary goodness, people. Levi Bright, chef, good with kids. Basically a unicorn in Carhartt overalls.
A unicorn who probably leaves the toilet seat up and forgets to do the dishes because he's too busy being perfect. I've seen this movie before. It ends with the heroine realizing she's traded one set of problems for another, only this time the problems smell faintly of cinnamon and disappointment.
Okay, some reviewers did mention a lack of full, like emotional spice, not cinnamon spice. We've established there's plenty of that. One reviewer even said, and I quote, "The chemistry between the characters was lacking." Lacking, can you imagine?
I can imagine. I've lived it. It's called marriage. But seriously, this book is set in Smile, Michigan. Smile. The town's name is practically begging for a Prozac prescription. What kind of self-respecting romance novel is set in a place that sounds like a forced corporate retreat?
But that's the charm of it. It's a small town. Everyone knows everyone's business. There's probably a town gossip who communicates exclusively through passive-aggressive bake-offs. It's a recipe for comedic gold. And our heroine, Jilly, she's a single mom navigating love after a divorce. Relatable. Messy, potentially involving a custody battle over a prized collection of Beanie Babies.
Oh, the humanity. So, it's basically Gilmore Girls meets Divorce Court, with a dash of person so perfect, they are probably a serial killer?
No, they are not a serial killer. They are just devoted. They fall hard for Jilly. Like instantly. One reviewer said, "Back then I wanted you to kiss me more than I wanted the second Hunger Games to release." That's intense.
That's setting the bar incredibly low for romance. I wanted the second Hunger Games book pretty badly. Does that mean I should have married PETA? Because I'm pretty sure he's also a cinnamon roll. And I'm not sure I can handle two in one lifetime.
It's a second chance romance. They were childhood friends. He was her brother's best friend. It's all very... Oh, except for the part where some readers found it a bit slow. One poor soul said, "I quickly got bored reading it. Bored in a romance novel. The horror."
Oh no, not boredom. Anything but that. I'd rather be waterboarded with lukewarm chamomile tea than experience a moment of tranquility. Look, I get it. Some people like their romance with a side of existential dread and a healthy dose of betrayal. I, for one, prefer my fictional relationships to mirror the chaotic dumpster fire of my real life.
But this book is escapism. It's a warm hug on a cold day. It's like finding a $20 bill in your old jeans. Except the $20 bill is a hot chef who wants to cook you gourmet meals and whisper sweet nothings in your ear.
And then he charges you for the meal, and the sweet nothings turn out to be plagiarized from a Hallmark card. Look, I'm not saying it's a bad book. I'm just saying it sounds suspiciously wholesome, like it's hiding something. Maybe Levy's secret is that he's a taxidermist with a penchant for squirrels.
He's not a taxidermist. He's a chef, and he's mending his relationship with his father. It's all very heartwarming. And there's Jilly's adorable daughter, Ollie. She adds a cuteness factor, apparently.
Children, the ultimate romance buzzkill. Unless they're bringing you wine, then they're acceptable.
The writing style is descriptive. The setting is vivid. The food sounds delicious. It's consistent with Sophie Sullivan's other work. So if you're a fan, you'll probably love it. Unless you're one of those people who hates third-person point of view. One reviewer was very adamant about that. Authors, please stop writing romances from a third-person point of view. Thank you.
Oh, the tyranny of the third person. It's like having a narrator constantly eavesdropping on your intimate moments. He gazed into her eyes, his heart filled with. Oh, wait, he's checking his phone. Probably texting his other significant other?
There's no other significant other. It's a clean romance. Some people like that. One reviewer, bless their heart, got this book as an advanced reader copy and said, "It is so information dumpy. Also, upon further investigation appears it is a clean romance. The emoji, the honesty."
Ah, the dreaded clean romance. It's like ordering a pizza with no cheese, no sauce, and no toppings. Just bread. Dry, unsatisfying bread. But hey, some people are into that. Maybe they're allergic to joy.
It's not joyless. It's sweet and heartwarming and... Look, one reviewer said, war is over about Levy's career change. That's something.
Yes, because nothing says romance like a dramatic declaration about a career change. I'm sure Jilly was swept off her feet by the sheer employment stability of it all.
Okay. Maybe it's not for everyone. But if you're looking for a low-angst feel-good read with a charming small town, a cinnamon roll hero, and a second chance at love, this might be your jam. Or, your cinnamon-flavored spread.
Or, if you're looking for a book to cure your insomnia, this might also do the trick. Just saying. One reviewer admitted, "Listen, maybe I am the drama, because I need more antagonism between my main characters in a romance or I get bored." And boy, was I bored with this. So, there's that.
But another reviewer said, "This person is a chef and they are good with kids. Come on now." So there's that. It's a mixed bag, like life, like love, like a box of chocolates where half of them are filled with, disappointment.
Or, in this case, maybe just a lot of cinnamon. So there you have it, folks. Get Lost with You by Sophie Sullivan. A book that's either a heartwarming escape or a slow descent into romantic boredom, depending on your tolerance for sweetness and your need for fictional characters to suffer.
And on that slightly cynical note, we'll wrap up this edition of Heartbook Radio. Join us next time when we'll be discussing The Billionaire's Secret Baby Surprise, Triplets.
Oh, good Lord. I need a drink.